I do gotta give a warning. This is a little, spicy chapter, so. Time skip. You struggled to keep your eye-colored eyes awake. You'd already lost track of how long you have been at this, as you groaned and shifted on your makeshift bed of pillows to make more comfortable. You were in the 3rd trimester, and the final one. Oh, thank God. And of your pregnancy, and every day you woke, your belly seemed to keep getting bigger and bigger as the days went by. With the baby within you growing every day, you gradually turned into something akin of a walrus. Despite this, you found yourself craving bell peppers, cucumbers, and chili chicken curry? You felt huge and unattractive, with swollen ankles and stretch marks aligning both your breasts and stomach, but that never deterred your husband in the slightest. To you, Kojiro thought you as perfection. Your pregnancy has left you a stay-at-home mom, and every day when he returns home to you, he'll drop to his knees to shower your round belly in kisses before kissing you. Kojiro wishes that it was only pride that burns through his veins at the sight of you, barefoot and pregnant, poundering around the house. Throughout your trimesters, he's been nothing but helpful, holding back your hair and rubbing your back, soothing you whenever your morning sickness hits, and taking care of you whenever you start complaining about aching muscles and sore joints. With that, all the affectionate hugs and touches you thoughtfully bestrode, the way you would sat yourself down next to him so he could feel when your baby kicking, it was just adorable. How are you doing, my love? Kojiro's voice breaks through the boring silence. You huff. I'm bored, Ko. You whined, averting your gaze away from the burning torch in front of you and glance at him. Don't you ever grow bored of this? Kojiro smiles. Never. It's a family tradition, and you only have an hour to go. You whine childishly at that. Before burying your face in the pillow, you're bored, your eyes are starting to grow heavy, and you swear you see orange and yellow dots dance across your vision. You loathe the idea of staring at a burning flame every day while being pregnant with child. Kojiro frowns, seeing your displeasure. It never appealed to him to see you in such miserable state. He could sense your deranged need for entertainment and affection. Your mood has become more liberal since, while adjusting to the potent belly and the surge of hormones. You welt when he moved to sit in front of you. Without a word, he gently takes your legs and places them into his lap, allowing his hands to massage your skin as if sensing the partaking in katakami and giving you trouble today. You sigh at this touch, and in relief at his massaging your feet. His rough hands are gentle. He digs deep into the soles of your feet, working their magic. Oh, that's amazing. You leaned back against the red brocade pillow and shut your eyes, letting your husband take care of you. Good to know, he says as he works away at your muscles, expectantly releasing all the stress and tension. He tells himself that it's purely about your comfort. It's just a massage, yet the moment he thumbs dig into your inceps, a breathy moan slips from your parted lips. It's both erotic and beautiful to him. Such a repulsive little mix, aren't you? Your breasts swelled up and full of milk, your belly big with his child. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Kojiro could kid himself and say that it's just the normal effects of pregnancy that's got you making the prettiest noises for him as he works away your discomfort. You're amazing, Ko, you say as Kojiro smirks. Please, never stop. He's glad that your eyes are shut and you're lost in the bliss, So you didn't notice the way his breathing has become heavy, or the way his, twitches in his pants? Blood flowing south as you arch into his touch. He wants to hear those pretty little moans take the shape of his name. He couldn't help but feel guilty for those privileged thoughts, for the way he wants to tear your clothes off and ravish you. To be fair, your sexual appetite has strangely increased tenfold, also due to your pregnancy. Instead of complaining about it, Kojiro had relished in the occasion every time with eagerness. No pun intended. Slowly, Kojiro stops his menstruations and laid beside you with your back pressed against his bare chest. Your spine tingled as he showered you with tender kisses on the neck and cheek. I think the little one is getting restless. He stroked your swollen belly smoothly beneath the silk of your nightgown, feeling your baby's movements within. You shift your position to face his gaze, belly pressing against his. He caresses your flushed cheeks with the back of his palm, with the other arm propping against his head. I just feel so useless and fat. You nuzzle your head in his chest. It's okay, my love. You're not useless nor fat. You're beautiful and carrying our child, he replied with sincerity as he ran his fingers down the strands of the soft, nangled, colored hair. He always knew what to say in order to comfort you. These past several months have been difficult, but he's always there for you when you needed him. You were his wife, and you loved him dearly, feeling proud to be the mother of his child. Ko, why are you so perfect? At that, he chuckles and kisses your lips affectionately before bringing you into a tight embrace as strong arms wrap around you. I'm not perfect, he grins. Lies. You turn your head and kiss him passionately, your hot, moist tongue pondering his lips. Kojiro eagerly allowed you access and moved his fingers to your ingrown breast, fondling them gently. Your additional moans muffled as his tongue licked against yours. It's been a while since you kissed another with such favor. Kojiro pulled down the strands of your nightgown, feeling your breasts and softly squeezing them. When he heard your moans, he knew he could squeeze a bit harder, causing milk to leak from your, Ko, you moan in the kiss as you feel him roll your, between his fingers, as he pinched them and pulled away, giving a wet, sloppy kiss up and down your neck. You immediately became putty in his hands. He gave you little licks and nicks before continuing downwards. The minute his lips wrapped around your engorged, while still rolling the other between his fingers, you knew you were done for. Darn your pregnancy hormones. You became very sensitive to everything. You mewed his name, and Koji's other hand pulled your, off before squeezing the tender flesh between your warm thighs. His finger rubs on your aroused, in sexual rhythms, making your insides tingle and churn. As much as you hated to admit, but the closer you were to your due date, Koji began to touch you less and less, and now you desperate for his touch. I'm going to explode if you keep that up. You whimper, face flushed and body hot and tense. Your thighs automatically closed, trapping his hands between your legs. As you reached your peak, Kojiro doubled his efforts. He didn't stop until you were coming and you cried his name. Afterwards, he removes his hand and brought his fingers to his lips. He moans at how good you taste, before carefully maneuvering you to straddle his lap. With your back pressed against his torso, Kojiro made sure you were in a comfortable and safe position as to not hurt you nor the baby inside you. After undoing his robe, he then reached under you and undid the ties of his futashiwi, freeing his throbbing, kissing you desperately, deeply. He rubs the head of his length against your entrance as he gently holds your waist, and you slowly lower yourself down onto, Your name is a soft moan on his lips as he feels you tight and tender around him. While he waits for you to get comfortable, Kojo takes a moment to get himself together. The last thing he wants to do is finish before you do. Do you know how beautiful you are? Riding my, like this. He nibbled on your ear while both his hands kneaded your breasts. Go. You moaned and panted heavily, holding a large belly while your body jerked from atop pleasure and your head leaned back against his shoulder. Focus on the burning flame, my love, Kojo tells you whilst massaging your sore breasts continuously as you slowly grind against him. You did as told, gazing mindlessly at the burning torch in front of you. How does it feel? His warm breath whispered in your ears as he thrusts into you. You know how. Good. You moaned. Good to know. He hums, moving one of his hands to your belly and buck his hips, while his other hand continues to gently knead your breasts, squeezing and twisting at your perved, Kojo gains the momentum, pumping faster and deeper into you, feeling himself rearrange your insides as he jackhammers into you over and over again, making lewd slapping noises with each thrust. How is he so damn great at this? Your orgasm building up again, ready to erupt as his, thrusts deep inside you, staring up your insides, making you feel so wonderfully full and satisfied and happy. Kojo marveled at the sheer sight of pleasuring you intensely. The prime gardrashel of his lover/wife was more than enough to drive him over the edge. Go, I'm close. Me too. He growls, bouncing you up and down on his length even faster. He watches as you came undone before him, feeling your walls squeeze and milk him. Upon feeling his own climax approach, Kojo quickly pulled out and stroked his, as he came onto the floor, a bit landing on your belly. You both moaning in astonishment. Your mind blanked out a few seconds before you came back down to earth. You remained on top of him as you came done from your respective highs. Kojo holds you close as he relaxes against you, his head resting on your shoulders, both your bodies glistening from the afterglow and the light of the burning flame. It won't be long until you give birth.